to start recording because, oh boy, I sure need a Talking with Zombies to tell you what I've been doing this week. Because, oh my gosh, I'm so... Okay, hold up. First of all, let me just look back. When was the last time I was live? 5 days ago. So, let me get into this. Hi, welcome to Talking with Zombies. This is the show where I basically talk about my life. This whole week has been hectic, and I've been wanting to stream. I've been wanting to stream and play like Donkey Kong. I want to play Final Fantasy 15, get these games done with and over with, because holy shoot, I am taking so long to beat them. But I was just like, okay, when's a good time to beat them? Or like play them like non-stop, maybe like get a 5-hour stream in of Donkey Kong. Holy cow, I think somebody up above heard me. It was like, oh, he wants to finish the game, we're gonna give him no time at all to do this sort of thing. Because here's the thing, I cast hot water disappeareth, and then all the hot water in my house just wanted to stop. This was like last week. Alright. So last week I had house problems. And the major house problem I had that honestly I could not live without is hot water. And you might be wondering like, oh, what's wrong with hot water? You're just not gonna have hot water in your house. Well, you just gotta wash your hands with cold water. You can just clean your dishes with cold water. You can just take cold showers. That's where I draw the line. I'm never ever going to take a cold shower ever again. Cause holy, my mic is peaking a lot. Let me just move it a little way. God, I hate cold showers so much. Cause I don't know. I don't understand why people go like, oh yeah, it's healthy to like. I get it. It's healthy. It boosts your it boosts your immune system or something like that. It makes you have a happier, feel more completed lifestyle. But God, are they a pain in the ass to like get used to them. And it's just like, oh, it's just like the first minute or so where you're just freezing cold to death, like you're in hell frozen over or something like that. But it's just like, I don't want to experience the frozen chillings of hell for a minute straight just to get used to my shower. When I shower, I take my time. I feel good about myself. I lather my body up in soap and just wash it all away like a warm embrace, and it feels so nice. Where is it? But holy cow, like I'm just here. All right, here I'm gonna role play what it's like to just get into the shower, right? Okay, I'm gonna warm myself up. Oh, all right. I just need a 1 foot in. 2. Okay, 1 foot out. Nope. Can't do this. What the hell just happened? What did I do? Am I dead? Why are they running on round 2? What? Okay. Anyways, it's fine. I can just restart. Okay, we're back to where we are. So, anyways, back to the cold shower story. I took my foot in and then took it right out because God, I hate cold showers. And that was the last time I took a cold shower because holy cow. Luckily, we're renting this house, and the the owner knew somebody that could fix it right away. So I didn't have to like stink the whole time and not take another cold shower, unlike that last time. But so he comes back. He comes like the next day or 2, maybe 2. I think it was 2 because I do remember I didn't take a shower one morning. I was like, I'm not going to work like this. So I just called in sick, like, man, I'm totally sick. And they were like, okay. And so I didn't go to work that day. But so I was just, they came the next day. And I was like, God, I really want to stream Donkey Kong, because if I'm doing nothing at home, I'm gonna stream Donkey Kong. Then I'm getting a phone call like, hey, the person that's gonna fix it is gonna come over in like an hour. And I'm looking at the time. I'm like, huh, okay, an hour. I'm not gonna stream Donkey Kong. I'm going to wait until this person fixes the problem, and then I'm gonna go on my merry way. Maybe stream tonight. Maybe it's gonna be a late night stream. Who knows? But I just know something. He's gonna finish in time, and I'm gonna stream Donkey Kong. He did not arrive until basically 7 p.m. And so I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, maybe it's something easy. Maybe it's something simple. Maybe he's just gonna be like, oh, your thingamajigger is just you know, needs to be the flip flop. So let me just do that real quick. Flip flop. Oh wow, it's fixed. Maybe it's something like that. He comes at 7 o'clock. He's looking at our water heater, and then he looks over to me, and he's just like, hey, you're gonna need to replace something. And I'm like, okay, when can you do that? I'm not gonna have to be able to finish it, replacing it till the next day. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, get out of my face. And then instead of streaming Donkey Kong that night, I streamed the drawing game because I wanted to do something very quick without like showing my feelings about the subject. That is not having heating water. It was fine. I just needed to distract myself. So the next day comes, and he's just going. He brings the part. He's doing his thing. He also shows up a long time too. I think it was like 3 hours than the usual time that I'm told. So I'm just like, okay, this is fine. I have something to edit. I can just do whatever. And so he comes. He's fixing the part. He puts the part in. He replaces it, and he just goes like, all right, it's all good in his house. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, that's great news. Now then, leave. And so he does leave. He leaves, and then I'm like, wow, I have warm water. It's gonna take around 15 minutes or like 30 minutes for it to actually warm up, and I can feel that sweet embrace of warmth that I've been longing to desire. And so 30 minutes go by. I'm turning on the hot water faucet. It is freezing cold. I'm looking at him like, huh, maybe I need to wait until the next day. The next day goes by. I wake up in the morning. I'm getting ready to take this warm, nice shower that I've been longing to desire. Bars? And then it strikes me. The cold water. Like how in Adventure Time, as soon as Finn has like a droplet of ocean water hit his face, he's in immediate disgust. Where the hell are these shield parts? Oh, right here. It's the same to me. As soon as a droplet hits the tip of my big toe, I realize to myself, man, I'm gonna have to replace this whole fucking water boiler, am I? And sure enough, we get an iPhone call. The man comes back. He takes a look at the boiler, and then he's just like, yeah, we're gonna have to replace the whole thing. Luckily, the owner gets word of this, calls the water boiler people, and then like Hermes, the god of sending messages or something, I don't know. Is it Hermes or is it Apollo? Whichever. I think it's Hermes. I get the phone call, or not the phone call, I get the water boiler delivered to my front doorstep, and we're able to do this all in a single day. And I'm just like, hey, FFIAR, wow, cool, I love this gun. And then we wait, because he left at like 10 o'clock at night, maybe 11. Who knows? I know, but I wasn't really paying attention. And so, where I'm waiting the next day, I'm opening. Sorry, hold up. Let me just kill zombies. I'm getting distracted. Oh, distraction is gone. I wait the next day, and then I turn on my shower, and sure enough, the pressure is low, and it's just like, what the heck? Why is there no water pressure? What is going on around here? Am I gonna have to flip out? What's happening? What the heck is going on around here? And then I make the phone call. The man comes back. And then Takio, shut the fuck up. Damn. Character gotta speak, man. Anyways, I make the phone call. And then he comes to the door. He goes under the house. Sees why there's no water pressure. Maybe it's a loose pipe. Maybe, just maybe, it's actually a burst pipe. Because when he went down there earlier, like the day before, there was no water. When he goes there, the next day, the day I called him, he goes down there, and there is a pool of water. And while I'm at work with unwashed hair, he is pumping water out and fixing the pipes. Now, you might be wondering, oh my goodness, that's gotta be the last of your problems. And to say about water, it is. However, it is not just about water. It is more than just water. For what has happened next is I'm doing the dishes. No, I'm not doing the dishes. Somebody else's. The dishes is being done. And then I look over to get a cookie from the kitchen. And I'm seeing the water is not going down the sink. So I make the phone call. I don't make the phone call. The phone call is made. The man comes over and he's just like, I go down under your house. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's fine, I guess. Do your thing. I believe in you. And he goes down to see, wow, he put the wrong pipe, connected the wrong pipe to another pipe. So instead of water, all the wastewater going outside of the house, it was instead coming inside the end of the house, which is right under the sink. And what was the solution to this problem, you might say? Well, he got the hose and he shoved it into the pipes underneath, and he blew all the dirty water out of the sink. Okay. It's fine. We're okay. Everything is solved in the end. All is well. All is forgiven. I am able to have hot showers now. Wow. What a journey I've been on. If I do say so myself, it has been a journey. Because I went from not having hot water to having a pipe burst to, what was the other thing? Oh, the sink not draining properly. And you might be wondering, oh, why didn't you stream throughout all of this? Because I had a man in the house this whole entire week, and I did not have the proper timing to, oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine, whatever. It was the end of the round anyway. And I didn't have the proper timing to stream. So to not stream is to not edit. And to not edit is to not feel like I'm doing any work. And because I have The Mexican ethic in me. When I'm not working, I have felt terrible this whole entire week. It's just I've been looking at my computer. I'm like, I'm looking. I'm watching YouTube videos on my computer instead of playing games or working or not working. I'm doing a hobby. This is a hobby. Instead of working on my hobbies, put disgusting. Oh yeah, it's been a rough week. So rough, in fact, that I went out with some friends, and more on that later. I gotta focus. What the hell am I doing right now? Okay, actually no, I could talk about this right now. So this week because I've been like depressed, I get a phone call from my friends from high school, my IRL friends. I love these guys. They're amazing. And I'm totally not saying this because they totally learned my secret. So I get a phone call and I get asked, "Hey, Law, do you want to go to Hawaii?" And I'm thinking to myself, man, I would love to go to Hawaii. What for? And then he goes, "Oh, we're gonna go to Hawaii to to live there for like 3 years." And then I'm looking at him. I'm looking at my phone. I'm just like, man, I love you. I'm not doing that. And then they're trying to convince me to go to Hawaii. Be like, it would be a great adventure. You could have like more experience. It would be amazing. Go to Hawaii with us. And it's just like, wow, that's so great. But I have stuff I want to work on at home. Like, for example, YouTube. And it got to the point where I'm like, I have to tell them I'm doing YouTube, or else they're gonna try to get me to go to Hawaii because on how much because on how much I've told them I hate college. I need to convince them that I'm actually doing something I like here. So sure enough, I'm just like, I tease it a little. We're on FaceTime, so I'm just like, look what I'm doing right now, because I was editing the by the time the phone call happened, I was editing the thank you. Can I get monkeys as well? Maybe. I'm a little greedy, possibly. Nope. Okay. But by the time the phone call was happening, I was editing the drawing video. So I was just like, look what I'm doing. And then they're like, whoa, what the heck is that? And I'm like, you're gonna have to find out another day. And then they were like, is that other day gonna be tomorrow when you go golfing with us? And I'm like, huh, golfing? I don't have clubs. And then my friend was just like, you can borrow mine. I have an extra set. And I'm like, okay, I'll go golfing. And then we went golfing. It was so much fun. Great, amazing fun. I got second place out of all of my friends because, let's just say, I've gone golfing once or twice. It was twice. I've gone golfing a total of like twice. So that was fun. And while we were golfing, you know, you gotta do the standard, the rich guy golf talk over in the resort, the golfing resort. It wasn't a golfing resort. It was right next to the highway. And so we're just talking. They're like, okay, spill it. What's this hobby? What are you secretly doing? And I'm like, well, if I have to say, I'm working on YouTube. And then sure enough, that popped the question. I was like, all right, give me your ID, give me your channel. What are you doing? How do you edit your videos? What do you edit your videos with? What kind of content do you make? And I'm just getting all of these questions. I'm like, ladies, please save some questions for the Q&A when I hit 100,000 subscribers. Is what I would say if I hit 100,000 subscribers. I have yet to die. How many subscribers do I have? Like 17? I think that's the last time. So it's gonna be a while. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun sharing my secret because it was just like, man, I can finally talk to somebody about this. Do you want to hear the struggles of editing that video that I took that I showed off earlier, and then they were like, no, we're here to golf. We're here to hit balls around. And I'm like, fair enough. I shall save the editing talk another day. Maybe when a fellow editor is in my social space. Also, that video wasn't hard to edit at all. They were like, so, like, I see you have hour-long videos. Do you really put that much time into editing? I literally told them, like, if there's a cutscene, there's a no editing rule. Except for Donkey Kong. I don't really... I don't really care for the cutscenes of Donkey Kong. Like so much, it's really cool, but at the same time, it's just like, play the game yourself. It's a fun game. It's just, he just goes, ooh, banana. And then Pauline has dialogue. Oh my gosh, my nose is killing me. Oh my gosh, and that reminds me of another reason why I haven't been streaming lately. My allergies have been kicking my ass. Like, I kid you not, it is a struggle every day just to breathe. Or like waking up in the morning and trying to breathe. Like, I have all the saliva in my mouth. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I still have my nose. Nope, does not matter. Like, my nose is clogged up from whatever my cats get into and bring into the house, because they're just like, huh, I know you have seasonal allergies, my owner. However, I roll around in dirt and dust all day. Holy shit, how you doing? It scared me. Don't get that close ever again. That's scary. But yeah, because like, I'll leave my door open for my cats. If one of my cats is sleeping in my bed, I'm just like, oh, I don't have the heart in me to kick them off of my bed. I need to wait until they feel like getting up. And sure enough, it will be like midnight, and they will be like, I want to sleep here tonight. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I didn't plan on closing my door anytime soon. So I was just like, so they would like go in and out of my room, and they would just like bring in a whole lot of dust and just suffocate me with it. Nice. Can I get away with just hiding in this corner? I probably can. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, my allergies have been kicking my ass. So that's another reason I have not been feeling to stream lately. It is because I would be like, okay, I have a streaming idea. I'm gonna play Donkey Kong. It's gonna be great. And then my nose clogs up, and I'm just like, oh, I can't talk. I have to blow nose with TP every minute. And it's just like, I don't want to. If I'm streaming, I don't want to. What's the word? Torture the audience by hearing me go like. And then mute myself, go to just blow my nose every 5 seconds. It's just like, that's uncomfortable. Like, my sister gets annoyed when I do it in public, and I'm just like, if she gets annoyed with it, then I might as well not do it on stream. Same reason I'm like very cautious about drinking water, because first of all, my cup is like a sippy cup, because it's I got it from the Dodgers. Yeah, I have a Dodgers cup, but it's literally like a sippy cup. And then another thing is just like, the noise. Like, can you hear this? Leave a comment if you can hear that. Cause it's not like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I thought about it. I thought of acting like it, but then I was like, oh, no, please.
The dragon approaches.
Perfect timing, if I do say so myself. That was totally on purpose. I was totally waiting there just for the dragon to come, and I didn't forget about the egg. See, perfect. All in a day's work. I also want to talk about this because big news. Well, not really big news. It's good news. Like, this whole week have been hell, so I should probably speak on some good news this week. I am done with my summer job. you might be wondering like, whoa, summer job? You've been doing this that whole time, and that's why you haven't been streaming like 24/7? Yes, that's exactly why. Because I have a summer job. You know, I go out with a job application and get a job. But so I'm finally done with my summer job. Like the term ended, and hopefully I did everything I needed to do with that job, because I had to hit a certain amount of hours to get like a special scholarship award for for college. And I think I did, but at the same time, the whole menu of turning hours in and the scholarship award is shitty. I should just straight out shitty. Like, it doesn't really check my hours immediately. So like, hopefully I did everything correct and I got the full award. If I didn't, I'm gonna get partial of the award. So that's why I've stuck with this job, just to get as much money as I can out of it. Also, it paid me really well for doing nothing. And yeah, do I need to do anything? Oh, I need blaster rounds. So I'm going to get some. I'm done with my job. Now, what is that? Why is that good news? Oh my gosh, that's because I don't start school. I don't start my next term of college until 3 weeks. So that means I can stream for as long as I want in the day for 3 weeks. I don't have to go to my 9 to 5. And it's just like, man, I can't wait to wake up in the morning, do my dailies while I'm eating breakfast, and then I get to basically stream in the morning, then edit in the afternoon, and then I can do this and then like upload at night in the evening, and I can do this whole entire 3 weeks. Am I gonna be doing that? Not really, because it's just like, it's gonna be like a lot of work. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I want to do the bare minimum, but I also want to grow my channel and upload a lot of videos. Die. So yeah, that's going to be happening this next 3 weeks. So expect more videos to come out, and not just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I might do like, I would just probably like upload parts of gameplay just randomly. Do I want to kill you yet? I don't think I do. So summer job is done. And it's just like gonna be a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna be depressed because I hated my summer job so bad. It literally was super depressing. I can't get into it. It is like super like non-disclosed. Also, it's just like it's really depressing to talk about. So I'm not going to. But we're gonna keep that on, as we're keeping that on hold. Yeah, I'll kill you. What else? I also want to talk about some anime this season, because I really do like the anime this season very much. It's, well, not really. Some of them is just like garbage, where I'm just like, I still enjoy it. So as always, I'm gonna start from Monday, and then I'm gonna make my way to Sunday. So Monday, I'm not watching anything on Monday. I usually would, because there is an anime called Summer Pockets that last season I watched, and I got bored when this news, like, there's a part where I just got bored and I dropped the show entirely. I think maybe one day I'm just gonna sporadically just decide to watch all of the season. However, as of right now, I'm currently not. So that is something I watch on Mondays. Like at my job, I literally had so much free time to be on my phone where I watch anime. And I would watch Summer Pockets, but now that it's gone, I don't really have any reason to feel bored because I'm at home. I can do stuff at home. I can play games at home if I wanted to. So yeah, that's something I could do. Let me clean this up. Nope. Oh, that hurt a lot. And then Tuesday. So Tuesday anime. I also don't watch anything. Is that really true? Yeah, I don't watch anything. There's like some shows that are out that day. However, they don't look interesting to me. Like, for example, detectives these days are crazy. I'm sure somebody out there really likes that show. However, I don't really need to. It's just grown man takes care of a teenager, like tale as old as time in anime world, and it's just like when you boil it down, it's kind of creepy. So I'm like, I'm not into it. But what else is here? Wednesday, I'm watching Clavatis. And then there's also other stuff I'm watching. But let me talk about Clavatis. It seems interesting, to be honest. It seems interesting. They have a lot going. However, the pacing of the show is kind of iffy. Like, some of it is just like, whoa, this is happening. This is happening. Like, there's something happening every episode, but it feels like it's really slow at finishing that happening. Like, recently, it was in a bandit. There's like the hero, a demon, and a baby was captured by some bandits and taken to their camp. And I think they spend like 3, if not 4 episodes in this camp where it's just super slow. Like, I get it, these guys are creeps. I get it, it is a cruel world out there. I get it, you have an emotional backstory, new girl. However, get to the fucking point, man. Just get to the conclusion, alright? There's other world to explore in this place. I don't want to be in the same setting for 4 straight episodes when it can be resolved in like 2 or 2.5 episodes. Like, come on, man. Okay, Eggman's cool. Generator is going. Okay. So yeah, I like it. It's just a lot. It's just doing a lot that I'm just like, please just move on quicker. Next thing I'm watching. Oh, this is the prime. This is the prime of the crop of what I'm watching right now. God, and it's so good. I love it so much. I'm a huge romance nerd, but God, this is just taking it to another levels. I am watching. Okay, wait. Actually, what I'm watching is dealing with the Mikadono sisters. Is that correct? What's it called? Dealing with the Mikadono sisters is a breeze, and holy cow, I love it so much. It's such an enjoyable watch. God, it's so nice to have an anime like this. Okay, and so let me give you the premise of the show. Let me give you the synopsis, because as soon as you hear the show, it's just like, whoa, that's so interesting. Wait, that's an interesting show. Sounds interesting. I should give it a watch. So I need you to watch this anime. So what it is, the sun. There's a sun right there, and sorry, everything needs to be at 3. Got it. So there's this boy. He's the son of the most famous actress of all, the real prodigy of sorts. She is highly one of the most regarded figures of this world, of this anime world. And she has passed away. She had passed away from an illness where she wasn't taking care of her body right. I think that was her illness. Like, she wasn't really giving her body the rest and like nutrients that she needed because she was so hardworking and stuff. And so her son, for the longest time, for all living with his mother, that like was working and like sick and not giving the attention her body needs, hated her. He hated her and how you go like, I don't understand prodigies like you. Why are you going at such lengths to do this to your body and blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna have emo damage from this. But then, the last days of her life, they're not talking at all throughout this whole entire hate. And then like one of the last days of her life, she's watching something, and the son finally talks to her. He's like, wow, that's my favorite TV show that you're in. And she's stun locked. She's just like, yeah, it's one of my favorite roles that I played. And then he's like, why do you say that? And then she hits him with the, because I get to be part of a happy family. And then she looks at her son and she's like, I want you to be in a happy family just like this show as well. I'm sorry for what I've done and how I neglected you about my parenting, but please have a happy life of a happy family. And then she passes away. Of course, the son's like sobbing in tears, and he's just like, oh my goodness, I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy family. I swear, Madre. Cut to the present. He's going to school at one of the most prestigious academies ever. They have whole department. Oh, my ear is killing me. Sorry. They have these whole athletics department. They have like a, what's it called? They have branches of the school where it's just like the most prestigious people are in this branch. If you are like super athletic, then you're in this branch. If you're like super theatrical, you're in this branch. If you're super smart, you're in this branch. So he goes to the school. The first day, everyone knows that he's the son of the most famous actress. And then he goes to the theatrical branch. Is he great at that? Is he perfect just like his mother? Of course not. No, he hated prodigies. Of course he's not going to be as great as his mother. So then he goes to the smart branch, and he's just like, man, I bet this guy's a real genius then. If he's not theatrical, maybe he's super smart, and that's where he makes up in his prodigy of a mother. Of course he's not smart. What you talking about? He sucks at like chess and shogi. Well, there's always the athletic branch. Maybe he's like super strong or something like that. So he goes to the athletic branch, and he gets his ass kicked by the like judo people. And the worst part of it all, it's like mid-level of the judo branch, the athletic branch. So he's just like, everyone learns, man, he ain't shit. So what comes next? The three heads of these branches, the top students of these branches that are basically on the news 24/7 on how great they are. They're all female, and they're all sisters. And they look at this kid and he's like, man, you ain't shit. Why are you even here at this school? And he's like, I want to follow in the footsteps of my madre, and I want to respect her wishes of having a happy life. And I heard that going to this school leads me to have a happy life. And so the sisters are looking at this dude, and they're just like, wow, you should give up. You should not exist. You are nothing. You are not perfect at all. You should walk the plank now. They didn't say all of that, but like, you know, it was like hypothetical terms. It was like Spark Notes version of it. So he's basically there. He's just like, man, I suck. Good thing they have a regular school here, and you don't have to be part of these branches. And everyone was like, oh, really? We have that here? That's crazy. I wouldn't expect that. And it's just like, what do you expect of this? Like, you expect everybody here to be prodigies? Like, there's a regular school here, and they're just like, oh, okay, well, do your thing, new kid, I guess. So, what am I doing? Oh, I need to go to the hatchery. That's what it's called. It's called a hatchery. But yeah. So he goes to the new place, and he's just like, okay, well, at least I have new living quarters. Not only did somebody help me enroll here, but this person is giving me a place to stay at. So he goes over to the location, and he gets the phone call just like, hey, here's how you get in, here's the key, this is gonna be part of your new home now. And he's just like, oh, thank you. And he's like, yeah, sorry about your mother, you know, your most perfect mother in this whole entire universe. Hopefully you're as perfect as her, because that's the reason why I'm letting you stay here. Also, while you're walking in through the front door like a normal person would, like, because you just got invited to this place, be kind to my daughters, okay? And he's just like, daughters? What you talking about? Yeah, they're around your same age. Nah, it's fine. I'll be okay. And he walks in, and what do you know it? The 3 most perfect daughters, like, you know, the 3 perfect people that are on the top of each branches, the sisters, are part of the same household. And he's just like, fuck, this sucks, because they're gonna bully the shit out of me. And sure enough, because everything's a pigsty in that place, they're all too busy trying to be perfect in every sort of way of their whole branch that they don't have time to pick up after their house. And that's when they learn of the most hidden technique of all, of the secret to this man, and that is that he is the perfect house husband. Say what you will, but that is my goat. Although he is not able to, you know, be the most proficient with judo, the most smart person that can read every move that you do, or can act his ass out where he's crying at a scene of, like, oh no, my baby, that sucks that my baby is dead, when he can't act his ass out, but he is able to be the perfect house husband. And of course, like, you know, the girls are just like, it's not like I like what you're doing with the place or anything, you're still shit at everything else, piece of shit, like, you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna die. Never mind, I'm goated. But yeah, you might be like, why are you so fixated on the show? This sounds like trash. This sounds like a basic harem plot. Well, do I have something to tell you? The main character knows what he's actually doing. Like, he sees the girl blush and he's like, oh, I'm sorry for, do you have like a temperature or something? No, he sees the girl blush and he's like, oh, you're blushing? Aren't I a piece of shit? Oh, aren't I like one of the worst living beings to live? Like, he recognized what he's doing to these girls, and he terrorizes them for it. And it's just like, that's my goat. He knows what he's doing. He knows his role in life. And I believe that he can rise as one of the goats. One of the goats of being a romance protagonist. Hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid. Now that I've gassed him up for so much. For this part of this video. Anyways, go give it a watch. It's called Dealing with the Mikadono Sisters is a Breeze. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. God, how long did I talk about that show? I understand, like, I was doing stuff in between, but like, damn. To another show. It is I'm also watching Omyo Kaiten, but I might drop it. Like, it seemed interesting at the start, but like the interest fade. Maybe if I watch the latest 2 episodes that I haven't watched, that it will reignite in me, but it's doing nothing right now. He did the thing that he failed to do in the first episode, so I'm just like, do I need to watch more? But yeah, that was called Omyo Kaiten Rebirth. It's just okay. Let me talk about it. So the first episode is that there's this delinquent that gets sent to another world, where he's just like, oh snap, I'm sent to another world, reincarnation, I can live out my life. But before that, he's been having dreams of this girl for like a long time, and when he gets reincarnated, he finally sees the girl he's been dreaming about, and then he's just like, you're the girl of my dreams. I swore in every dream that I would protect you and stuff. And then she's looking at him like, who the fuck are you? What are you talking about? Stay away from me, pervert. And yeah, as anybody would basically say, like, he pops out of thin air, looks at her, and is just like, I'm in love with you. And then she's just like, I have never met you in a day of my life. Get away from me. So then, supernatural stuff is happening, because he's like sent to like the past, but the past is highly technological, like has supernatural stuff, like he has spirit powers and stuff. And then supernatural phenomenon is in the show, where the girl dies, and he was like, damn it, I failed to protect her. And then he dies, and it's just like, damn it, I failed to protect myself, I'm dead. Maybe if I had one more chance. And then he wakes up, he's in the same position, and he's like, I know what's about to happen, I'm gonna rewrite history. And then he gets to the point where he died again. Like, this is like episode 2, 3. He gets to the point where he died, and is like, okay, I saved her this time. And then the supernatural phenomenon has a secret attack where he fakes out the death because he doesn't know the world properly, and he dies again while the girl also dies again. And it was like, fuck, maybe if I had one more shot. And then he gets sent back even further back in time, like even before like the original time he arrives, he gets sent further back in time. And he's like, okay, maybe I should take some time to learn the world, learn the people around me, and like prepare more than just like a day or two. But yeah, like at some point he does what he needed to do. He solves the problem that he kept on dying from. So it's just like, where are they gonna take this next? How is he gonna die even more? Like, I'm curious, but at the same time, I can live without the curiosity. Another show I'm watching on Wednesday is actually a show that I'm interested in. I'm really like, and I'm invested in this show. If I could put in money for this show, I would, because it has a great plot, good story, a great main character. Like, he knows what he's doing. But I can see people turning away because there's not a huge like production budget. And let me explain. So the show is called New Saga, and what it is that the hero of the world defeats the Demon King. Like, the Demon Lord, he's defeated. However, he loses everybody he loves in the process. Like, there's this, it's been like a 5-year war, and he's lost everybody he loves. He lost his wife, he lost his second wife, and because, you know, it was like he lost his wife, and then 2 years happened, and he was like, okay, you helped me get over my problems in the past, so now I'm gonna marry you because I love you now. And it's just like, okay, it's weird that you got married during a war, but you know, whatever, good for you, I guess. You get your happy ending. But you know, he lost his second wife. And so he's just like, damn it. He lost his best friend. And he's like, damn it. Man, I have nothing to live for. And then the Demon King was like, I'm gonna do surprise attack. And surprise attack turns out that he dies. But before he dies, he gets sent back in time. Because in that surprise attack... What? Okay, you know, it's fine, I guess. Sure, I don't understand why I died there, but, you know, it's cool. But in surprise attack is a little spell of turning back time. Yes, it's another time plot. It's another time travel plot. Where he gets sent back in time 5 years before the war even happens. And he's just like, oh, everybody I know and love is back alive. We shall rejoice in this occasion.
This weapon's power brings
Did I stop?
only one outcome.
And just like he loves being back in time. He's like, wait a minute, I'm back in time. And it finally clicks with him. He's like, shit, the war's about to happen. So now he's just like, okay, because like the first night he's back in time, he's like, I need to write down everything I know before I forget about it, and I need to do everything in my power to prevent this travesty from ever happening again. And that's exactly what he's been doing. Like
Every warrior must quench his thirst.
he's just like, okay, first things first, I need to get money, I need to get a weapon, I need to get my status of being a hero again. But how? And so he's just like doing all these side. He's going straight for these things that he did like side quests as before. He's like, okay, this was very helpful to do back then, so I'm gonna do it now. And we're only gonna spend an episode, like half an episode on it, because you know we don't need to spend a whole episode of me trying to get a sword and something like that, the legendary sword that I had back then. And it's just like, wow, this is great. I love this main character. He's doing everything by the book. He knows where a treasure vault is, where it has infinite supplies of money. He knows where his legendary sword is, where he just basically makes a shortcut instead of going through a whole ass dungeon to get to the sword. Because he doesn't remember all the traps in the dungeon, but he sure as hell knows the location of the sword, where he's just like, okay, we're gonna mine here, build a tunnel, and then we're just gonna build through the wall, and then we're gonna get the sword. Mind you, nobody else knows that he travels back in time. So it's just like, you know what? I'll follow you. Not because I like you're really confident in this, but because I trust you and you're my best friend throughout this whole entire time that we've been alive. And it's just like, wow, these characters actually trust this guy. That's good to know. He doesn't need to explain why he's doing all this stuff. Should I do the challenges now? I probably should. So it's just like, good for him. Good for him. Shit, it's the bomb step already? Alright. Woo! Anyways, where I was? Oh! So, like, he's doing everything in his power to, like, get clear of everything. Like, make sure everything's going alright. My only problem that's with this is the two-wife situation. Because, mind you, he had a first wife that died, and then his second wife helped him throughout the war, because his wife was like his second in command, I guess. And so it was just like, okay, she also died. Like, I was like, okay, you moved on from him first, right? That's great and all. However, for some reason, he slips up, because his second wife was an elf that has a secret name. He blurts out her secret name on accident because the elves tell their spouses their secret name when they get married. So he's just like accidentally says her secret name, and she's like, how the fuck do you know that? No, that is a sacred name to me. Why do you know that name? And so he's just like, oh crap. And then so it's super sacred to them, where like the elf has to like now travel with him to make sure he doesn't say the name to other people. So he's just like, okay, but my other wife, like my first main love interest, like the first wife, is also traveling with me. So his two wives are traveling together, and they're super buddy. And it's just like, man, dude, you just had to get a second wife, man. She couldn't just be like your best friend or something. No, that spot was already taken with another dude. The other dude is pretty cool anyway. But it's just like, this is gonna lead to unfortunate events later on, man. You just had to get a second wife. But yeah, that was New Saga. So I'm watching that Wednesday, and that's pretty good. Like, he's really smart, man. Like, he's such a good main character. But, God, he just had to get two wives. Or get a second wife. And it's just like, that never leads to good situations. But yeah. What else am I watching? Because then, I think that's all for Wednesday. And then, Thursday, I'm watching Dr. Stone. It's the final season, like the final part of the final season for Dr. Stone, and I honestly don't understand how it's the final season and the final part, because I think it's so far away from the end goal, but I guess that's happening this season. Like, it's done. So Dr. Stone is happening, and Dan Da Dan. God, I love Dan Da Dan. Dan Da Dan is such a good show. Like, I really like how all the production and all the thought that goes into it. I've never like read the manga, same for Dr. Stone, but like Dan Da Dan seems really fun, and I can't wait to see how it goes. But yeah, Dan Da Dan's happening, and then so if you're not watching that already, please do. It's a good show, good anime. And then another thing I'm watching on Thursdays that I've been really enjoying is a show called The Water Magician. And it's just like, that is the most blandest name ever. But let me just say to you, it is such a nice fantasy life show. Because, let me explain it. Ready? So, you have this guy who dies. He's reincarnated. He's getting reincarnated to another fantasy world. However, in this next world, he has a secret skill of eternal youth, which means that he's gonna be young forever. So with this skill, he's able to be young forever. Oh, my throat is killing me. But with the skill, he's able to be young forever. He goes to, he gets spawned into a place, a dangerous place. He just doesn't realize it yet. And he hones his skills. 20 years go by, and he's honed his skills. Like, he's honing his skills. He's doing swordsmanship with a Dullahan, if you know what those are. It's crazy. And he's like, 20 years go by. I don't think he realizes it. Because he's just like, oh, okay, I've just been out here for a while, I guess. He doesn't realize 20 years is, he probably doesn't realize 20 years has gone by. And a guy comes up. A guy washes up on the shore of where he was exploring. And the guy was just like, hey, I need to be here. Can you help me get there? And he's like, sure, why not? It will be like an adventure. And that is the first episode is like you meet the main character. Second episode is when the dude shows up. Third episode is them traveling to their town. And then the fourth episode is just like, hey, this is what he's gonna be doing for a bit. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm pack-a punching. And it's just the water magician, which is the guy, and this traveler, which is his dude bro. Is the only way I can describe it. And it's just him and his dude bro being on an adventure, and it is so refreshing. it is such a nice adventure. It has nice animation, and it's like it's a palate cleanser, and it's so nice. And I think, don't quote me on this, but he also possibly, maybe, like he has an adventure. He has an adventurous brain, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I get to see all these new sites and places, even though this one location has a shitty name, like a not so really creative name. And he has this adventurous mind, and he's just like, wait a minute, I'm also human. A reminder, I should only have one love. And he meets an elf, a beautiful elf girl, and it's just like, this is perfect. An elf girl that lives for a long time, and the eternal youth man, it's a match made in heaven. I'll tell you that. Good for him. Also, the second part, this second try is so much easier. What the hell? That was Thursday. Friday, I'm watching. Yeah, Friday I'm watching Secrets of the Silent Witch, which it's cute. I really like it. I don't really invest in like little, what's it called? Shoujo? No, is it? Yeah, it's shoujo, which is intended for young women. It's a young women audience. However, I really enjoy the main character. I really like her struggles of being like really shy and stuff. It's some of it is pretty funny, but like I see Pretty Boy over here. It's just like, oh, I'm so protective over the young miss, and it's just like, and it's funny because the young woman that's the main character is called the Silent Witch, and the reason she's called the Silent Witch is because she is one of the top like 6 or 8, the top 8 magicians in the world that is able to cast magic without an incantation. And it's just like, oh, without an incantation, what? So she doesn't have to be like Avada Kedavra on the bitch, and it's just like, no, she can't. Everybody has to be like, well, she's just like, and then just flick somebody off. It's just like, wow, great for her. And the reason why she's able to do this is because she studied her ass off to be able to do it, so she doesn't have to speak in front of people. And it's just like, good on her. All that hard work just so she doesn't have to speak. I wish I could do that. And I will say, that's literally how I am in real life. Whenever I'm like in public, or not public, dude, I'm so stupid. I keep trying to do something else, but go, stay right there. Do that while I can't get perks or else I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking, oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed right now. I try to do something. I try to make my life easier, and I just fuck it all up for no reason at all. This should have been over. This should have been over now. But I've been just being plain stupid for no reason. I don't get it. Why are you doing this to myself? Why? Tell me. Just tell me. And I still have more stuff to talk about, so I can't quit now. Ugh. Do I do it one more? Yeah, if I get a super ultra rare, I'll do it one more. This is a mega, isn't it? Yeah, no. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, but let me get more water. And then I'll just silently play. No, I'm not gonna do one more. I'm just gonna talk. part of me was just like, oh, I should do one more, but no, I'm gonna just talk and then call it a day. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'll be playing Donkey Kong. Maybe I'll finish it. Yeah, I probably won't. But anyways, let me just talk more. So, Silent Witch. Silent Witch is pretty good. I love it. Here, I'll do Varuk. It's pretty good. And yeah, just like main character's super overpowered, but you know, she just can't speak. And she's trying to help out the prince of the kingdom and stuff. But yeah, now Saturday, because that was Friday. Saturday.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Am I really not watching anything? Oh no, I'm watching My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling is so good. I don't understand why, but it's like. Actually, no, I do understand why, because like the main character is like. He doesn't experience people well. No, that's a weird way to say it. He doesn't. What's a good way to say it? He doesn't want to be a hindrance to people. However, his female friend is like, who's a cosplayer, is just like, hey, I'm gonna pull you into my life. I want you to help me with cosplay. I'm gonna pair you. I'm gonna be your friend. We're gonna go on adventure together. We're gonna be together forever. And it's such a cute show. I'm watching the second season. Like, if you're not watching it and you're just like, oh, it seems a little weird and like it seems a little like perverted, because you know there's gonna be some scenes of her dressing, because you know she's a cosplayer. She cosplays into the stuff. Like she dresses into. Like some of the times they just go into detail of how the costume is made, and it's, like there are gonna be scenes where it's just like, hey, I need you to take my measurements. Hey, I need you to help me with this outfit. Hey, I need you to not be so self-conscious, because you know I'm a high school girl and you're a high school boy and we're going through something called puberty together. And it's just like, oh, there's gonna be scenes like that. However, they're so cute together. I just get together already. Just get married. But yeah. So if you haven't seen not Rent a Girlfriend. Fuck Rent a Girlfriend. That show sucks. If you haven't seen My Dress Up Darling, watch that. It's great. And then what else? Oh, I think that's it for Saturday. No, that's not it for Saturday, because I'm also watching To Be Hero X. I think I've said this before in my last talking with zombies, but watch To Be Hero X. It's such a good show. And although it's like, I think, is it true? Korean? I think it's a Korean show. It's a Korean anime. You can, like, if you're super uncomfortable, watch it with English dub. Watch it with Japanese dub and then subtitles. Watch it, if you don't mind, watching Korean dub and subtitles. Like, just watch it. It's so good. It's such a good watch. Want to talk about it more. But I'm gonna wait until it's all done, so I can talk about it a lot. And just like make a whole video dedicated to talking about it. And then there's Hotel Inhuman, which is about a hotel full of hitmen, but like you learn their story, and then through the people working at the hotel for hitmen. Like they know it's a hitman hotel, and they like try to help their customers. Yeah, customers. That's a good way to say it. They try to help their customers out. And go like, hey, I need you to do this, and they're just like, okay, we can do that. Hey, I need you to do this. Okay, we can do that. Like their one rule, they make a deal about this. Their one rule in the hotel is that they can't say no to the guests with that whichever problem they have. Alright. And it's such a good show. I love it. I need to watch today's episode. And then I'm watching Gachu Akuta. which is the trash anime. Literally, it's a anime about trash and putting your feelings into it, into making it into a weapon. And I'm gonna say, a lot of people have a lot of hype over the show, and I can see it. I can see the hype. I can see the appeal. I can see like so much has been put into the show, so much thought into it. But it is super slow. I don't like, you might be like, how slow are you talking about? Where it's just like you finally see where the main character is going to be working at on the 4th episode. Like the first episode, I understand you need some time to set up the world. And then the second episode, you need some more time to set up the world, while also meeting basically the mentor of the show. And then, I get it, the 3rd episode, you gotta set up more of the world because the mentor didn't really explain it well in the 2nd episode. So you need somebody else to explain it while also introducing some more side characters that's gonna be important to the main character. And then you finally introduce the HQ of the main place that's gonna be built around this whole structure, this whole plot of the show in the 4th episode, and that's great. And then who knows, in the 5th episode they might explain, you don't know what these things are, do you? And it's just like, stop with the explaining, get with the season. Like, okay, we get it. The big bad monsters, they're not what it seems. Whatever, give me more scenes of the main character, because right now the main character, he's not really that hot. Not hot, like attractive hot. Like, he's not in a good spot right now. Because honestly, I don't like him. The main character is, he's meh. He's bleh. Like, he's just like, I need to do this thing so I can get revenge. And it's just like, okay, but you know, you gotta do other stuff too. And he's just like, revenge. And it's just like, have some respect and like, lay out a plan of how to get there, and not just be like, do you know something? No? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Do you know something? No? Okay, I'm gonna move on. It's just like, come on, man. Like, at least build a connection around you. But yeah. And that's Sunday? Yeah, that's it. That's all the anime I've been watching. So yeah, again, another note is that things are gonna be, the frequency of how long I'm gonna be streaming is gonna change, because tomorrow I'm going to stream for a while. I'm going to be playing Donkey Kong, maybe even getting closer to the end, possibly finale. I don't know. I highly doubt I'm that close to the end, especially with my brain that's just like, what's over there? What's over there? Oh my gosh, I want to know what's over there. But yeah, so I'm going to be streaming more often and more longer as well. Who knows? I broke my glasses this week. I forgot to mention that with all the bad news about this whole entire week. But I also broke my glasses. So I don't know if I'm going to be streaming before or after I fix my glasses. Because I need to go into the city to do that, because that's where I got my glasses before, and they fix them for free over there. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it before or after I stream. Maybe before, which means the stream's gonna be later in the evening, in the afternoon. Who knows? I don't know. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this stream. I do hope you enjoyed this talking about zombies. I know I was an idiot and I didn't beat the Gorod Krovi Easter egg. I know, but next time for sure. Next time for sure. I didn't have practice because I've been dealing with house problems. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoy. Goodbye. Adios. Sayonara. And yeah, you can kill me. Oh, I forgot I have quick revive. Bye. See ya. Until next time.